Welcome to Culture Consider, episode 12. Today we have a special guest. Well, me and Alex G are in the studio, as always, but we have a special guest. We have Gabriel, a musician. Gabriel, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Gabriel Comba, and I'm a musician.
Hell yeah.
And I'm based here in Ottawa. And I got a brand new album out called Over the Moon. And you should check it out, because I think it's very good.
All right, Gabriel, let's do rapid questions so the audience knows who you are very fast, okay? Are you ready, Alex? Okay, so what's your full name?
Gabriel Anthony Comba.
How old are you?
22.
How tall are you?
6'1".
What music do you play? Like what instrument?
My own.
Your own, okay. What instrument do you play?
I play a bit of guitar, piano, bass, and drums, and ukulele. So I play enough to get by, but I don't play anything extremely well.
In your band, what do you play?
I play the guitar.
Okay, and you're also the singer.
Yes, I am.
What's your favorite song from the album?
The title track, Over the Moon. And I also like the song Goner because it was a song that I had on my EP in 2024 called Donkey. But on this one, I had an idea just to add like a little recording of me and my friend playing the song when I was on piano. And we just put that kind of as like an outro to the song. And I really I get like excited about that when I hear it. Yeah.
Who's your Spider-Man?
Who's
your Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield's your Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What year are you born in?
03.
03. Okay, interesting. All right, so those are rapid questions. Is there any other rapid questions?
Who drew the cover for the album?
Me. I did, and then I did all like the art for the album. Like I draw a lot, so that wasn't even like I was just drawing one day, and I just kind of like came up with like the eventual like the album art. But my friend Ben, who produced the album and performed a bunch of instruments on it, he like designed like the layout and stuff. But, yeah.
We jumped straight into the album, but first maybe we should talk about your bandmates.
Yeah.
All the different band members.
Yeah.
So why don't you introduce us to the different people?
So on lead guitar, we got Ben Kistner. On bass guitar, we got an old friend of mine from like first day of kindergarten, Sabrina DeCipio. She's on the bass. On vocals, singing with me, Dana Dufour. And on the drums, Dylan Moyes.
On lead guitar, we got Benjamin Kistner. On vocals, we got Dana Dufour. And last but certainly not least, the animal, the Undertaker, Dylan Moore. Okay, here's our next song.
Let's start at the beginning. So when did you start your music career, or when did you want to get into music?
I was put into piano lessons when I was younger. And I didn't really enjoy that. I didn't like playing classical music. And then, quiet back there. So I stopped playing piano. I kind of swore off music for a bit, but then I picked up the guitar and I started playing, and then that was like a lot of fun. And then I immediately wanted to start writing my own songs so I guess it started there. And that was at like age 14, 15. But I never put out anything until I was like 18, 19, you know.
What was the process of the album?
So these were just a bunch of songs I had over like COVID and like just like that general time. And my friend who produced the album, Ben, he said, I think you have enough like songs to like make an album. And I'm like, okay. Like the thought had never come into my head to make an album yet, but we just started recording in like his basement studio. And sometimes I'd record demos at my house and send him the stems for that. And then he would like put them all together and stuff, you know what I mean? Make it sound like cool. But most of it was recorded at his house. And I had a bunch of friends on the album, play on the album, and yeah.
What's your friend's name? Is he also part of the band?
Yes, Ben Kistner. He plays lead guitar in the band, and he's my producer. And he's my friend.
So this is actually your second album. So before we get to your second album, let's talk about the first album.
Like the EP?
Yeah.
Yeah. Donkey, released in 2024. A lot of those songs were just voice memos that I like recorded in my room and then sent to... I didn't have the best way of recording it. I would record a voice memo, I'd put it on GarageBand, and then I'd listen to that recording on GarageBand as I recorded another voice memo, and then I had to put everything in time by myself, and that wasn't the best process. So, but I hold that EP close to my heart because it was my first like recording project, you know.
How has the process changed from that album to this album? You still do GarageBand?
It's neater, it's tidier, it's more fleshed out. There's cooler arrangements on the songs, thanks to like my friends who helped me out on the album. But yeah.
Okay. Do you still use GarageBand?
On my own, yeah. On my own, and then I'll record it. Now I have like an actual mic and like an interface, like the things you need to actually like record stuff straight into GarageBand. So I'll do that, and then I'll just send all those stems to Ben, and he'll tidy them up. And
how did each of these people come to join the band? Give us the Avengers origin story.
The Avengers origin story. I'm trying to think of something clever, but that's fine. I'd written a lot of songs, and I wanted to hear a band on them, and I was just like playing on my own. And I have this thing where it's like if I play on my own, sometimes I think it sounds like kind of boring. You know what I mean? Just like me and the guitar. So I wanted a band. I eventually got all these people together. I just asked each one if they wanted to be part of the band. They seemed excited enough to say like, yeah, sure. And then we started practicing and started booking shows, and yeah.
How's the process to actually book a show for a venue? You
just email them. If they're a good business, they'll email you back. You know what I mean? That's how you know where you want to play your shows, because they'll be respectful too, you know. And you just tell them who the opener is. Like if you're setting up a show, you need a few bands on the bill. So you ask your friends, hey, can you open for me? Blah, 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 blah. And yeah. And it's normally a bit easier. You just got to email them and be a bit patient. But yeah.
What venues have you played at so far?
I've played at House of Targ, Avant-Garde Bar, the Rainbow. I've also played at Happy Goat. I'm struggling to think of like other places. Oh, Cassette. Shout out Cassette. Shout out Big Goods Record Store. Those are my friends. I can't think of too many other places.
Cassette is actually where you first debuted your album, right?
Yes. That was my debut album release show, April 17th. That was a great show. We had a lot of fun.
Why did you debut it at Cassette?
Because they're just really cool. They're really for the artist. And they said, hey, like when you put out your album, you should have the show here. And I'm like, done. Yeah, sure. And it was good. A lot of people came. It was great. The band played well, and yeah, we sold some merch and stuff. We sold this album. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that album at what was it called? What was
Avant-Garde Bar.
Avant-Garde Bar.
Love that place.
So yeah, out of all the bars that you've played at, which one's the best venue?
I can't. No comment. I can't divide the bars up.
We don't want to get too political.
Yeah.
What's your go-to thing to do after the playing at the bars or like at the venue? Like, cause like I know like some of the Ottawa bands like go, I don't know, to the Gilmore.
Oh, the Gilmore's sick. Yeah, the Gilmore's sick. I like Elgin Street Diner. That's my favorite place. I love that place is open all the time. That's a really cool spot. I like Elgin Street Diner. I remember playing at Live on Elgin. I played at Live on Elgin too, and then going to Elgin Street Diner afterwards, and that was good. I like the food there.
Did you go to Zach's Diner, like right under? Or?
Zach's Diner, we played at Live on Elgin, and before the show, we went to Zach's Diner. So, good, like, pre-show meal.
So, yeah, you were into music at a young age, and you released your EP in 2024, and then now your new album, 2026. What have you been doing to, like, get your skills up? Like, were you part of, did you do school talent shows? Were you part of another band, or?
Well, I went to Catholic school growing up, and the chaplain there, Richie, shout out Richie, he knew I played guitar and sang, and he always asked me if I wanted to like play for like the church assemblies and stuff. So I played with a bunch of friends and stuff, and that was cool because it was like I'd play for like 100 people at a time, you know what I mean? Like all the grade 9s, 10s, 11s, 12s. And I felt like a celebrity at that time because everyone just knew me as the guy who like sung and played guitar. There were also people who made like a lot of jokes, but like
you are a celebrity right now, though. Like technically, you play at venues. You're actually a musician. People come out to see you.
I like to play. I like to. It's so much fun. This is so great. Like I like hanging with you guys and like doing this kind of stuff. This is what it's for. You know what I mean? It's a community. You know, it's like that's like the best part about music and stuff. And it's about not being negative. You know what I mean? It's about like really finding like your place and like meeting people and yeah.
Do you like? So you're from Ottawa, right?
I'm from Ottawa, born and raised.
And have you ever gone outside of Ottawa to play shows?
Yeah, I played a show in Toronto. I played shows in like the GTA, you know what I mean, like just around. I haven't played a show in Montreal yet. I have a friend in Montreal who wants me to move there to play with him, but like I don't know if I could do that yet because I got so much going on here right now, you know what I mean, in terms of like music and work and stuff. But I'd love to play in Montreal at some point.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How's the community in Toronto or at these other places? Is it just like Ottawa, or?
I'd say it's a lot, just a bit more artful, but I think that Ottawa's getting there. I think Ottawa like looks at all these places and it's like, we gotta be like that. So it's like, we may look like the little brother, like the little sibling to like those places, but there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. Yeah. Like
So-
the culture cover.
Culture cover?
There's a special person in the back.
What was that?
Did you even say?
I hosted the Music on the Underground podcast and all that. You know, I just had to make a guest appearance while you guys were doing this.
Hey, Dom.
Hey, Gabe. So just transitioning back to, because I had a question I wanted to ask about like performance.
Wait, come here. He's talking to this
Okay.
one. I ask your question. That's good.
All right.
Dude, did I get the name of your podcast wrong?
No, you got it. You got it
Okay, all right.
completely right.
Thank
It's
God.
culture considered. I was gonna say.
Sorry, culture
I was gonna say,
consider,
did
my
you mean
bad.
say culture
Yo,
consider?
edit that out, man. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys.
Had to move up here for a sec because there's only 3 mics in here. But just transitioning back to like live shows, I want to ask, like, has there been a moment performing live that's like had a big impact on you as a performer?
I used to be really shy, but now I kind of like act out a bit more at my shows and like doing that. It's like, oh, it's great. Like I used to play just with my guitar, and it's like, so there wasn't like a moment, but like just kind of having a bit more fun with it. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like performing a bit more now. But yeah, does that Does that make sense? Does that work?
Like I was just asking if there was like a specific moment exactly that was kind of like really left an impression on you.
Yeah, did the crowd ever like heckle you or like start cheering or like, you know?
Have you had anyone heckle you?
Like say I'm that I'm like that
Like
I'm
heckle
terrible?
you from the crowd?
Like a negative heckle? Is that?
Yeah, like heckling.
No. I want that to happen though because I feel like I haven't like.
I think it's the type of music you play. Like you don't attract those type of people. Like say if you play like punk music, you probably would.
Yeah, I want that though. I like the contrast. You know what I mean? I like to play because I naturally have like softer songs on this album, but I like giving it a bit more energy, like in the middle, like in between songs and the banter, just so that like it's a bit more funny because it's like he's playing these like softer songs, but he's like acting like an idiot. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I just want to say also thanks again, Gabe, for inviting me to the cassette show. That was cool.
That was a lot of fun. It was great meeting you. And the,
was a really good show.
Evanescence sweater.
Yeah,
that was sick.
Absolutely.
There's a funny story about the Evanescence sweater.
Is there a funny story?
Yeah, there is.
Can I hear it?
I don't know. What's the funny story?
Bro, you never did laundry with that sweater.
What the fuck?
No. Slander.
So yeah, like 2024 was it the concert? Yeah, I think it was October.
I think it was last summer, and I paid like $60 or $70 for like the Evanescence sweater, and I just wore it a bunch, like because it was fall, so it was like sweater weather, and yeah, apparently to Alex, it looked like very musty or
washed
something.
it, bro.
I washed my sweaters.
I was just calling you out, brother.
Bro.
All right, Dom. Give a quick shout out to your podcast.
Oh yeah. For those interested in Gabriel Comba and kind of want to hear what his music from the new album would sound like live, just before this episode comes out, I'm releasing a like live showcase that actually happened in this studio that we filmed a few days ago. Of which song was it again? Goner.
Yeah.
It's a really good song, and he performed really well in the studio. So definitely go to the podcast on YouTube specifically to check that out. Again, Music on the Underground podcast.
Thanks, Dom.
Hell yeah, Dominic Fike.
Domenico Di Vicencio.
Speaking of that it was a good point. What is
Dom just died here.
Yeah, Dom
just tripped and died.
What is actually the vibe of your music? You know, because you're not punk. So
I'm not punk. Maybe one day. It's more like these are more like folk songs. There's some like country type songs in here. Some like alternative stuff, you know what I mean? But I try to make songs sound as catchy as possible, so like some poppy elements to it, but yeah.
What are some of your inspirations?
I like I like Paul McCartney, John Lennon, George Harrison, Ringo, all the Beatles, Harry Nilsson, he's really cool. Andy Schaaf, he's like a newer, well, not too new. He's had a bit of a career now. He's cool. The Lemon Twigs, I really like the Lemon Twigs. Trying to think of other.
What about I feel like when I was listening to this album, Neil Young.
Oh yeah, I like Neil Young. Yeah, Neil Young's cool.
It was giving some like Harvest Moon or
cool
or a Heart of Gold vibes.
Cool. Yeah, I like Neil Young. I saw him at the Budweiser stage last summer, and that was a great show. He's like 80 years old, and he's still like ripping solos. I'm like, this guy's 80 years old. Like a lot of people are 80 years old, and they're like, they can't move. You know what I mean? It's like this guy is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Bob Dylan's still performing.
Dylan's still performing. He sings like this, and it's like, you can't even tell.
Frankie Villa still performs. Yeah, and he's Frankie Villa. Have you guys seen the videos there where he goes on stage? Frankie Villa, he sang the Grease there.
Oh, yeah,
and he goes on stage and he doesn't even like talk. It's all like lip sync, and he's just there. It's I don't know. I'll play a clip, but it's quite interesting.
Dude, and Paul McCartney's putting out a new record.
Yeah,
It's gonna go viral, man.
I saw that. He also had a movie or a documentary come out recently as well. Man on the Run, I think.
Yeah, Man on the Run.
I haven't checked that out yet.
I think it's a Beatles.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah.
Beatles Get Back.
Oh yeah, I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, I just love that. I love the narrative they draw out in it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, anyways.
I like that they record the process of them making the song, so you see it at the same time as they're coming up with it.
It's so sick. Like these songs that are so like legendary, like the song like Polythene Pam on Abbey Road, you see like John Lennon writing it, and it's like you see him like write a verse, like sing a verse that you're like, that's not on the, like he was in the middle of writing it. Obviously, it's just a song, but like at the same time, it's like,
and then
cool.
like and they talk amongst each other, and they're like, oh, we should get Billy Preston, and then they get Billy Preston.
Yeah.
It is cool. Have you ever thought about doing that for your band, like recording you guys coming up with the songs?
Yes, I think that might happen soon. It just depends how I want, because I do have a new batch of songs for the next record.
Okay.
That I want to start like recording soon, but we have to figure out the arrangements for it. But a lot of the songs that were on here, they do have like, a lot of the members of the band, the Barn Cats, are on the songs. Like if I were to go down each song, I'd know the personnel and stuff. But they did help out a lot on these songs.
So speaking of that, you're talking about already another album. Mm-hmm. When this album came out, what did you do to celebrate the release of this EP? Or not this EP, but this album?
This one?
Yeah. What did you do after cassette?
I went home and I fell asleep. I had to drive my girlfriend home. I got to drive my girlfriend home. And then I went on a long ride back to my house and listened to the album. And then I went to bed. But it was cool. We stayed after the cassette show and we just hung out. I sat at the merch table. People said hello. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a great night. That was a cool night.
I could imagine. It was only a few days ago. But yeah.
Yes, yeah, on Friday.
It was a few days ago.
Yeah.
So, any like before going on the stage, do you do any like rituals with the band?
No, but I just kind of like, I drink a lot of water. I make sure that like I'm okay to sing.
I forgot. I thought you were gonna say I drink a lot before going on stage.
No. I drink a lot of water. No, I don't. I'm not really into that. I drink a lot of water. I stay hydrated.
How did you get over your getting up on stage and not being nervous or
stage fright?
Stage fright.
I have a lot of favorite performers that are actually very nervous people, and seeing them like go up on stage is like, and like just do like these incredible like things. I'm like, I always look to the people I look up to help me with that kind of stuff, because it's like, if they can do it, I could do it.
Is it like when you're walking up, you're nervous, but then as soon as you start singing, you're like a different person, like all that leaves your mind?
Not a different person, but I just say, I'm like, here we go.
Lock in.
Yeah, lock in. As the kids like to say, lock in.
Well, speaking of kids, I guess.
Bro, I'm putting out children's music soon. I'm going to put out some children's music soon for the kids.
I could rephrase that. I was going to say, what motivational words would you like to say to them? Or what would you say to yourself, your younger self, to like motivate yourself, or to, people not to lose courage, or,
Like who is this for? Just for like...
Just in general.
In general?
Yeah. In general, or like your younger self. Like, would you say, like, don't give up, or seek out more volunteer opportunities, or, become friends with the right people?
What age of myself? What age?
Any age, Anna. Like,
grade 9 Gabriel, join band and learn the clarinet and the saxophone. Believe in yourself. If there's one thing I could say to, like, everyone, it's that don't focus on the negative energy that you have within your soul, and really just focus on doing the things that speak to you and stuff. Who am I to give advice? But like, just keep believing in yourself. Keep doing. I'm surrounded with people that are doing what they want to do right now. You know what I mean? And that's inspiring.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
Why the clarinet or the saxophone?
I love that. I love those instruments. Imagine being able to play that and like adding that instead of like a guitar solo on a song. Gives it a whole new like.
Okay.
Gives it a whole new thing. You know what I mean?
What genres would you like to explore in future album? Like jazz? Speaking of like saxophone.
I'd like to do jazz, but like I know there's a thing with jazz where it's like if you're not a jazz musician, if you do jazz, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like that's not jazz, man. Like, you know what I mean? I could do jazz. I'd like to just put like full like orchestration on music, like there's things like the Beatles did, like when they're putting like full orchestras and stuff like that, like chamber music or whatever. But yeah, just kind of doing whatever. I think a lot of like these songs. I love these songs. I think they're very like folksy, but then going into like my new record, like it'll be a bit more like rock leaning or like 60s pop leaning or like 70s pop leaning, stuff like that.
What do you have planned for the second album? If it's possible to talk about it.
Like in terms of like the songs
or like style. If you have like a style you're aiming for.
I've just been like with the band, I'm playing all like anytime I write a new song, I'll bring it to the band and I'll be like, okay, let's learn this and let's play it for the people so that we just have like one more song on the set list. But it's more like I've been getting back into listening like to a lot of the Beatles, so it sounds kind of like rock stuff that they did. But yeah, like definitely a bit more higher energy, more like melodic part. I don't know, but just like a higher energy album, I'd say. Something to really like play like that's like rock, you know?
We were talking about the next album, but what about this album? What does this album, what emotions or what stories do you tell with the songs?
I feel like all the songs are quite personal and they're just like, they're nice little like diary entries for like where I am at like points in my life. Like the song Stable Fable, I talk a lot about like, well, I don't talk a lot about, but like I mentioned like stables and stuff. Like I started working at a farm for a little bit, so I was like thinking a lot about that stuff. It's just whatever's going on in my life at the time. You know, I haven't worked hard yet on like making like stories that like aren't personal to me like yet too much. So these ones are like very personal songs.
Okay.
Like they're from me. I'm not trying to like do any character studies or like stuff about like other things, you know what I mean?
And when the stories are about you, is it like you talk about what you've been through, like?
Yeah. Just like I tend to write songs, and I don't set out to write about a certain thing. I'll just have a melody in my head, and then I'll put lyrics to it. And most of the time, it relates to just stuff that's happening, going on. It's all subconscious like that, but
Okay.
I really just follow like a melody, and whatever songs come first, I think I'll.
Do you keep like a pen and paper by your bedside, like when you're sleeping,
No.
then you wake up and you're like, oh,
No, I'm not.
This song came to me in a dream. You know.
I actually had one song that came to me in a dream, and I completely forgot it, and I was like, this could have been so cool, but it was a mid song anyway, so it wasn't.
Because wasn't that one Beatles song came to him in a dream?
Yesterday, yeah, it came to him in a dream.
Was it yesterday or was it the one where it's like he says his mom was talking to him? What is that?
He sang about that because his mom came to him in a dream.
Okay.
And his.
What's the name of that song again?
Let It Be.
Let It Be, yeah. Let It Be. That's right. By yesterday, the Beatles. Yeah, so you're a big Beatles guy, yeah?
Yeah, sorry to be talking about.
Well, do you remember the first conversation we actually had when I met him at Avant-Garde, it's called? Mm-hmm. Is we started talking about my shoes, which
yeah.
Oh,
anytime, yeah.
Don't crease them.
don't crease the J's, because we started talking about my shoes and how they look like Marty McFly's shoes and stuff, which like we immediately started nerding out and all that, which was pretty fun, like breaking the ice there. It was really cool. I remember it was you and your bandmates. They came to approach us. And immediately started talking, and you were so friendly and polite.
I had talked to Mila because she came out to see Oh, your friend Mila, who's a journalist, she came out to see the show at Cassette.
Yeah.
And then she came out to Avant-Garde, and we had talked very briefly, and so it was just cool to meet you guys. Anyone who comes to the show, it's like, thank you for coming to the show.
Yeah.
Shout out to You Oughta Know 613, right?
Yeah, you ought to know on Substack. Shout out to You Ought to Know on Substack. But yeah, no, you're super friendly. It was very nice and welcoming environment. So before we end the podcast, would you like to give any like shout outs? Like shout out to your mom or shout out to the band?
Shout out to my mother and my father, who are very, very, very supportive. They're like, you gotta send these songs to Blue Rodeo, man. You gotta open up for Blue Rodeo. You know, it's like, all right. Shout out to my band, Ben Kistner, Dana Dufour. Check out her stuff, her music, very good. Sabrina DeCipio, artist name's Sass. Check out her stuff. Shout out to Dylan Moyes. Shout out to Cassette. Shout out to Baked Goods. I'm probably forgetting about some people. Shout out to Blake Lovagi, my boy. Shout out to those people.
Yes, and for us, we'd like to give a shout out to Gabriel. Thank you for coming on the podcast,
Thanks
Gabriel.
for having me. I appreciate it.
And
shout out to our cameramen as well. Same ones as last time, Tyler and Kwa.
And then we got the
shout out to Dom in the corner. Both angles on Dom. This is probably gonna be. I mean, you want to explain the situation about the studio?
So probably this is the last episode in this studio since it's the last week that we got our cards on. Oh, he's crying in the corner. So it's our last week here, so we don't know where we're gonna be in the next week.
Summer's starting, school's finishing, the studio's shutting down.
We might be like, I don't know, Britannia Beach, Mooney's, anywhere in Ottawa.
Oh yeah.
But like,
well, it'll be different for the next couple of episodes. But yeah, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe. We don't say that at all. We never say like and
Can you guys
subscribe.
have me on for my second album?
Of course.
Oh.
Yes, of course. If you let us, come on by. We'll be in a different venue. We'll be at a different place.
You're gonna be at Britannia Beach doing this?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's sick.
We're just not gonna be in this room anymore.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. So yeah. I guess you want to sign us out?
this was Culture Considered. Alejandro Gonzalez, or Alex.
And I'm Matthew Grieve. I guess I should say former journalism student at Algonquin College. So say it as well.
Former radio student.
Oh, can we play End of Beginning by Dijo? Let's get emotional. Me and Ashi just graduated, so you know.
Alan Neal, look up that on CBC. Peak.
Yeah. Ashi was on a CBC interview recently. Shout out to Coco Love.
Shout out to Coco Love, as always.
All right. Well, see you in the next episode.